Let me take you to a high school in Texas. Texas high schoolers decide it's funny to go around and just say the N-word over and over again. Here it is.
My socks is kind of dirty. I need some new.
I respect black people and know they're not gonna kill you over here. We respect y'all, but not anymore because y'all are coming at us for things and that y'all know everything. But y'all, she said that she respected us. Even though they have a group chat named KKK, which is a safe space for them to be racist to black people, even though they were shouting the N-word with the heart ER through the school corridors, and even though they called us ghetto, they respect us. Y'all just really cannot leave black people alone. We're always the private discussions of racist white people, but that's honestly nothing new.
These are young people who obviously learned this behavior from their home upbringing, but they are responsible for what they have done. Put up a picture of the high school. Okay, keep that picture up. This is Vidor, Texas. A video showing several teens using racial slurs several times inside of the high school and on the campus, in the hallways, landed some of them who are part of the Vidor Independent School District in trouble, okay? But let's talk about the trouble for a minute. Before I get to the trouble, put up the picture of the principal. The principal saw fit that after the insanity you just saw, after those racial slurs, he said, we're going to suspend these students for 3 days. It's a 3-day suspension, and that is it, okay? That person you're looking at, his name is James McDowell. He's the principal. Let's go to the superintendent. He's the guy in charge of the principal. His name is Jay Kilgo. He's their superintendent. He's the boss of that principal. Let me read a statement from the superintendent. He said, and I quote, earlier this week, Vidor ISD received a video of extremely inappropriate behavior of high school students making racial comments in the hallways. They weren't racial, they were racist, by the way. The students were immediately addressed and disciplined with discipline consequences, and hearings were scheduled to determine future punishment. The comments made were unacceptable and are not condoned by the VISD. This was a poor reflection on our student body by a handful of students. We will always be vigilant about addressing this type of behavior and creating a respectful environment for everyone. But what are you doing here, superintendent? What's your new program, your new mandated sensitivity training, your zero tolerance policy that you just implemented? Where's your diversity and inclusion director that you're bringing on board now? What are you doing? Because even though this is a majority white district, you do have black kids that go there, okay? What are you doing? This is bullying. Remember when Dr. Phil and others, they went around the country on this anti-bullying campaign? It was a good idea, right? And then when advocates said, listen, we need to include racial bullying, that movement told them no. That movement said, no, we don't want to make this a racial thing. We don't want to get involved in that. That's too political. Political? So they intentionally decided to not include racial bullying in their anti-bullying national movement. Now, naturally, there are other advocacy groups that did. But in the beginning of this thing, they decided to intentionally stay away from the reality of racial bullying. What you just saw can lead to the death of a young person. We've reported on suicides of young people, teenagers and preteens, who had to undergo that kind of madness, not being protected by those who are entrusted to look after them until parents pick them back up. Here's how it starts. Adrienne, thoughts?
You know, the administrators at the school, they're not stopping this behavior. And if anything, they're just enabling it by allowing it to continue to go on and just giving these students a slap on the hand. these kids know what they're doing because their family taught them these things. And so the fact that this community isn't more enraged and responding to this tells you that it really doesn't bother the community, because this is more of a reflection of them, as opposed to it just being a one-off. And it really just shows us, again, this is who these people are.
And when they come up with these statements that say things like, well, this doesn't reflect our culture, or this was just a small minority of students, right? What they're trying to do is protect themselves. They don't want to say the truth, and the truth is they need to be reflective about who they are. The truth is they need to do some soul searching and be self-analytical. The truth is you all are racist as hell. You all have allowed this culture to permeate, and now it has expressed itself in a very public way because you let it express in a private way. They won't be that analytical. Now, there are a few press releases we have read here on Indisputable, and the person behind it, the leader behind that organization, they said the right thing. They said, we have some soul searching to do as a group. We have to make changes, and here are the changes we're going to make. But when you hear a statement like this, number one, it lacks integrity. Number two, it lacks a plan. And number three, it lacks effectiveness, because that's the goal. They simply want the story to go. They don't want things to change. They want the story to change. They want the story to go away. And until we deal with this head on, until we actually expose it and expose it for the sake of correcting it, it will continue to happen.